All right, what's going on, y'all? It's A1 Andre coming back at y'all with another video today. And today in this video, we talking about, as you read in the title, the two myths that's going around as to why 2K22 is quote unquote dying or whatever. Because in my honest opinion, it's not dying at all. And I think it's just a whole myth that's going around, or a whole bandwagon myth or whatever. Well, as a matter of fact, it's not a matter of opinion, it's more so a fact at this point, because basically in this video what I'm doing is debunking the two myths as well as stating the fact as to why 2K is not actually dying. So stay tuned for that. And for this video, I'm actually going to be using things that were said in another 2K YouTuber's video, which was Agent 00, because he made a video called The Downfall of 2K22. And in my opinion, two of the things he said in the video were kind of incorrect, because if you didn't watch Agent's video on the downfall of 2K22, two things that was brought up in that video was, number one, that the game was dying because there's no crossplay, and also that the game was dying because of franchise fatigue. But I actually disagree with those two things, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in this video, like I said. But besides those two things that was said in the video, I feel like everything else that was said in the video was facts. So I just thought I'd throw that out right now. By the way, you guys, before I get into these two things again with these two myths or whatever, I'm gonna tell you guys right now that my opinion on them being myths is just my opinion. My word is not law. I feel like I should say that right now because I know some people would get offended and all that stuff, so that's why I'm saying that. I mean, some of it's my opinion, but I'm gonna be using, you know, places to cite what I'm saying as well, so some of it's gonna be facts. So anyway, y'all, we're gonna get into this video. And before we get into this video, I gotta say one more thing. If you're new to my channel, subscribe down below. I post tutorials, news videos, discussion videos, gameplays, etc., and also subscribe to my other channel called Drae Plays. It's a gaming channel that's not like basketball related, so the link to that channel is going to be in the description box down below. So if you want to check out that channel, then, you know, follow the link in my description box. But anyway, you guys, with that being said, let's jump into this video, starting off with the first point. All right, now the first point that I kind of wanted to debunk or whatever is the whole crossplay thing. Now, in Agent's The Downfall of 2K22 documentary video, Duke Dennis said that crossplay might do it. Those was his words exactly. He said that crossplay might actually make it to where the community doesn't have quote unquote franchise fatigue from 2K22, and that should help out a lot.
Crossplay might do it though. I don't know. Crossplay might do it.
And I disagree with what he said, but I also kind of agree at the same time that crossplay will help people go back to the game because they can play with their friends and all that stuff. However, I disagree with Duke Dennis because it's not going to change or fix the whole problem, which is, you know, the whole quote unquote franchise fatigue thing. And iPod King Carter was also in that video, and he stated as well that he thought that crossplay should have been in the game a long time ago, which again, I agree. Crossplay should have been in 2K a long time ago, probably since like 2K19, I want to say, but for some reason it still hasn't been. But again, crossplay is not the big issue here. Putting crossplay in 2K23 or 2K going forward is like having ashy hands and putting water on your hands to make them not ashy. It's gonna help your hands not be ashy, but it's not gonna fix the problem of your hands not being ashy. That's a terrible analogy. You get what I'm saying? Crossplay is like water. It's not like lotion. The only way to fix ashiness is with lotion, not water. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a terrible analogy. All right, pretend I didn't say that. Basically what I'm saying is crossplay will help people come back to the community or come back to playing 2K and, you know, like it a little bit more. However, that's not the main reason why people are having, you know, problems, the reason why people are unhappy with 2K right now. You know what I'm saying? The main issue, which actually leads me into my next point, is what I like to call community fatigue. Because Agent in his video said that franchise fatigue is real, but what he didn't say is that franchise fatigue doesn't apply to 2K, because in my honest opinion, and this also goes along with my opinion, it's not a fact, in my opinion, when it comes to 2K's franchise fatigue is not what's going on here. It's not the issue, because you got to keep in mind, it's called franchise fatigue, which means it's the franchise itself being fatigued, which means that the game, like, okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna give you guys a real example of franchise fatigue. A real example of a video game that has franchise fatigue is a game like NBA Street or a game like Assassin's Creed. NBA Street was once a series or a franchise or whatever, but it's no longer in existence because of the fact that the NBA Street series couldn't come up with new innovative ideas to make the game better. Instead, the game got progressively worse and worse with every iteration, which was, you know, following with NBA Street Volume 3, which was worse than 2, then NBA Street Home Court, which was even worse than 3. So because of that, that's what franchise fatigue looked like in the game series. Well, at least to me. So it goes back to what I was saying earlier about how that's not actual franchise fatigue, because the franchise itself isn't running out of ideas. It's just the community is getting fatigued with the game. And the key indicator of that is actually looking at the NBA 2K22 PS5 Xbox Series X version of the game, seeing how recently they just added a new game mode, which is called the NBA Rooftops, which is similar to NBA Street in my opinion. So again, that's not franchise fatigue to me. Another example is like Assassin's Creed. Ever since like Assassin's Creed 2, after 2 there was Assassin's Creed, what was it, Brotherhood and Revelations. Most people that played those games will say that all those games was really good, and that was like up until 2011. Then what happened in 2012? Assassin's Creed 3 came out, and after that, that's when the series went downhill, and that's when, you know, the franchise fatigue started to set in. The only good game since then was like, what, Assassin's Creed when it was in Egypt, I want to say. I think it was called Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That was like the last good Assassin's Creed, I believe, or the first good Assassin's Creed in a long time for that series. So that is what franchise fatigue actually looks like. A game franchise like Assassin's Creed not innovating on the game at all and just putting out the same game over and over. Or even taking Madden, for example, the Madden series. Most people that play Madden will say that the game is the same every year. Like, let's take a second and look at the history of 2K, you know what I'm saying? 2K didn't really become on top and become what it is today until, I want to say, 2K11, because that's when the basketball video game community was no longer split between Live and 2K, and people that were playing Live 10 went to 2K11 and they never looked back because Elite 11 never came out for EA Sports. So because of that, 2K has been on top since 2K11. What happened from 2K11 to 2K17? The game got even, you know, more and more popular, and that was basically 2K's peak, like 2K16, 2K17. In my opinion, 16 was the best 2K, but that's just my opinion. Some people will say 2K17 was the best, but that's beside the point. My point is, if it was really franchise fatigue, then it would have happened along 2K17, but it didn't happen because, again, NBA 2K franchises continue to innovate their game, or not innovate it, but they added new game modes in some sort of way or fashion to make the gameplay experience different. Now, is the gameplay innovative? No, it is not, and that's one thing that Agent said in the video as well, is that the game is not innovative. But that still doesn't create franchise fatigue, in my opinion. That's more so community fatigue, because to me, there's a difference between franchise fatigue and community fatigue. What we're seeing right now is community fatigue, because the 2K community is getting tired of the game, because after patch 1, which was after the first month of 2K being out for 2K22, that's when the community started hating the game, including myself, because that's when the whole left-right cheese became a problem. Then left-right cheese got nerfed, but they nerfed it too much and made guard builds too slow, because right now my offensive threat builds on both versions are both the 93 speed currently, and they both feel extremely slow because of the nerf to sides. They nerfed it a little bit too much because 2K can never find that good middle ground when it comes to fixing or patching something in their game. Same with the whole jump shooting. Jump shooting was overpowered when the game first came out and everybody could shoot, and it was kind of, you know, too easy to shoot. But instead of nerfing it a little bit, they nerfed it a little bit too much, which created the early late glitch, which actually put the jump shooting where it is right now, which is not a good spot in my opinion. So that's not franchise fatigue, that's actually community fatigue, and the community getting tired of 2K22, because alongside, you know, the whole shooting patch or the shooting nerf or whatever, and, you know, the left to right nerf and all that stuff, there was also the problem with the season 3 with the whole rep rewards. Because if you didn't already know, if I haven't said it enough times in my videos, the season 3 rep rewards is trash. So it's just community fatigue. The community is getting fatigued with the game itself, not franchise fatigue. But that's just my opinion on that whole matter. So again, that's what I feel like was missing in terms of the point that Agent was trying to make in this video with this documentary on 2K22 and the downfall and all that stuff. And also in terms of the game itself, I'm actually going to show y'all why it's actually a myth and not true that 2K22 is currently dying, and I'm going to show y'all right now. Now, if I look on Google right here, as you can see, as of September 2021, the first month the game was out, its peak players was 20,000 or a little over 20,000. By October, of course, the peak player amount went down because of the fact that it was after the first month of, you know, the initial release. That would happen with any video game, not just 2K, you know what I'm saying? That would happen with any video game, so you can't really count that. November, the player base went up because it was a new season and because of the whole patch. With, I think around this time they had the patch to the shot contest, or was it the patch to the shooting? Either way, it was a patch as well as a new season, so player base went up. And on top of that, people are complaining the most right now as of, you know, December of 2021 for 2K22, and the player base is the second highest it's been since release as of the last 30 days, as you can see right here. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Steam charts again. Right here, as you can see, the last 30 days 2K22's gain is at 19%. Yeah, right at 19%. And as of last month, it was at 1.7% increase. So the game's not actually dying. And not too long ago on my channel, I made a video called "Is 2K22 Actually Dying?" And when I made that video, I wasn't saying the game was actually dying. I was asking y'all a question. Like, I couldn't say the game was dying because I didn't do any actual research like I'm doing right now. So now I can safely say the game is not dying at all. So people that saying the game is dying as of right now, as of December 2021, again, these are just my opinions. I mean, some of them is my opinions, but the fact that, you know, 2K22 is not dying is actually a fact, because as you can see right now on screen, this is actual statistical analysis. So it's not dying, that's a fact. But in the comment section down below, y'all let me know how y'all feel about 2K22. Are y'all still playing it? Are y'all not still playing it? Me personally, again, if you didn't already know, or if I didn't tell you guys enough times, I made another channel. So I'm playing other games other than 2K. I'm playing Call of Duty Vanguard. I'm playing Mortal Kombat 11. I'm playing other games a little bit. I might even try out Fortnite. I'm not gonna try out Fortnite. I'm joking. But I'm playing other video games because I don't want to play 2K22 like that anymore, because they messed up, in my opinion, they messed up the game with the whole side-to-side nerf thing, because the side-to-sides didn't need to be nerfed. I said it 1,000 times. However, I feel like they didn't find that good middle ground with nerfing the side-to-sides, because now guards, in my opinion, are way too slow. In my opinion, you know, as I stated earlier. But the reason why I'm not playing is because I'm not having fun with the game myself right now. I mean, I'm not playing the PS4 version at all like that, or PS5 version, unless I make a video, which is very rare that I even play the game. I mean, what I'm trying to say is it's where I make gameplay videos. So I play the game to make a game for a gameplay video. But other than that, most of my videos on 2K right now is not even me playing the game at all. I mean, it will be from time to time, but not often. You know what I'm saying? So as I stated earlier, in the comment section down below, y'all let me know y'all playing the game a lot or not. Because if y'all not, subscribe to my second channel. It's on screen right now, Drae Plays. Subscribe to that channel. Other games are being played on that channel that's not 2K related. So if you want to see other games like Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, etc., etc., any video game, even GTA, then subscribe to that channel down below. I want to see who really mess with me and who really support me on my, you know, YouTube journey and all that stuff. So if you really support me, subscribe to that channel. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So anyway, you guys, with that being said, that's just my thoughts on the whole myths, or the whole thing that was talked about with 2K down and all that stuff, as well as, you know, Agent and his video and stuff. So if you enjoyed this video or learned something new, leave a like down below, or if you just support me in general, leave a like down below. You know, doing that will help this channel and my other channel as well. So do that for, you know, this channel and Drae Plays, my other channel in the description. So yeah, y'all, with that being said, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. And until next time, it's been your boy, A1 Andre, and I'm out. Peace.